Good evening from Nurse Assist International. My name is Georgie. I'm one of the directors of Nurse Assist International. A very wonderful evening to everybody who are watching us live on Facebook. I have with me Rachel Oliver from iPass Processing in Philippines. And with us today, we have another success story starting from Philippines, becoming the Australian RN dream coming true. We have Krtistine with us. Let's give a huge round of applause for Krtistine. Krtistine, this is your time to rise and shine.
Thank you, sir.
Krtistine, welcome to the show. I have Rachel with me. I'm sure Rachel is not a stranger for you. Rachel is representing iPass Processing from Philippines. They are our exclusive partners in NCLEX program. Rachel, over to you.
Hi, Georgie. Thank you for introducing me to Krtistine, and thank you for connecting with me to Krtistine again. It's a pleasure to be able to speak with you, Miss Krtistine, and be able to hear your success story on your NCLEX and as well as your OSCE. These examinations are the most important examinations that you need to be able to have and to be able to surpass in order for you to be able to become an AURN. Truly, it is a pleasure for us to be able to talk with you today and be able to be inspired by your story. I know that there are so many Nai babies who are also very excited to hear your story so that they can get tips and strategies for them to be able to apply them once they're going to sit for their OSCE examination. So I am so excited to hear your success story today, Krtistine.
Kristine's story is one of the examples of when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Let's hear it from Krtistine. Rachel, would you like to walk Krtistine through her NCLEX preparation and the journey till she decided, okay, Saudi is not the place for me. I want to come to Down Under and explore the horizons and make my dreams true. So over to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Georgie. So, for the information of everybody, Krtistine is a client of both iPass Processing, iPass Honor Review, and Nurses International. So, we have an exclusive partnership with Georgie on our clients as well. The moment that they are done with their examination, we are very proud to endorse them to Nurses International because we know that once we're going to assist them, they will be taken care of by Nurses International to the best of their abilities. And we have seen so many nurses succeeded on their OSCE examination because of the assistance of Nurses International. Krtistine, I'm curious to know, you mentioned earlier that you are currently working as a nurse in Saudi Arabia. So what made you decide that you're going to sit for your examination on your NCLEX? And what made you decide as well to choose iPass?
Really, at first, Mom, I don't want to take NCLEX because during that time, I was afraid maybe I will not make it because it's been so long that I'm working in a bedside and some of the knowledge, maybe it's different from before when we are studying and now. So when I have a friend who just recently passed also during that time, she introduced me, encouraged me to try. And then I told her I cannot because you see our work here, we are always busy. I don't have time to do the review. And then since I learned that there are some online classes when it comes to review, I told her I cannot. And then she told me, no, it's okay because they have the recorded videos. You can review anytime you want. You can watch that video anytime you want. So I tried. I sent an email to iPass if I can enroll in their review, and then the iPass, they immediately respond to me. And then they said that yes, they have the recorded videos. We can review anytime we want, like this and like that. So I enrolled, and then we started. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I was included in the cycle 10 during that time because I started May of 2023. And then after which, when an iPass sent me an email again asking me if I started registration already for my NCLEX, I told them I did not start anything yet. I just started my review. And so they offered me assistance. If it's okay with me, they will be the one to process everything. So I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful that iPass has that kind of that they are helping us in this journey. So from the AFRA self-check until the portfolio stage, the registration for the NCLEX exam, and then booking for my NCLEX exam, it was IPAS who did it. And I'm so thankful for that, especially to Miss Cristel, who's always emailing me, sending me emails, asking me, do you need any assistance like this and like that. So when I had the date of my NCLEX, so I think that was November. So I did all my review. I watched all the recorded videos from the IPAS in the Moodle. And then I'm so thankful because of those things, all the knowledge that the IPAS gave me, it's all in there. All the things that I need to pass my NCLEX, it's all in there in the Moodle. They gave us all. They provided us all. It's just up to us how to take it. Yeah.
It's fantastic to know that you're being assisted by our team in an excellent way, Miss Krtistine. I'm so happy to hear that. And I'm very excited to also know if you had any challenges during your NCLEX and what can probably the tips that you might want to share for our viewers who might be interested to know as well, how can they really pass their NCLEX just like you did as you made it on your examination?
Well, for me, ma'am, what they call this one, what I really did is I really focused on the recorded videos, the online recordings from the IPAS, and then I took notes on them, those important things, especially how to answer NGNs like this and like that. And then I had my Q banks also. I did it. And then, but I did not use it all because I really don't have time. But the thing is, the good part is I really read all the knowledge the IPAS provided us. And during my NCLEX day, I was so really anxious and nervous because I was late also when I went to the testing center. And a good thing, thank God, they are all nice. They let me took my exam. And then when I was there in front of the computer, these are all the IPAS had taught me. It's all in there. But the most struggles, the challenges that I had is most of my exams, it's a both type question, in which most of the time the IPAS, they taught us about the NGN, the select all that apply. But when I had my exam, I think more or less 20 questions are both type exams. But for the select all that apply, the NGN, it's just only one question, which is really I really had a hard time answering those questions before. But thank God I passed.
And that's really because
God,
of the
you
mastery
passed
of the
with
concept.
IPAS.
Yes,
I
we are
passed
so
with
proud.
IPAS.
We're so proud to claim one student had already made it on their examination, Georgie, that I passed with IPAS.
Yes.
I'm
I
also
also say pass with IPAS.
yes, and you made it on your anklet, and I'm so happy that we are part of your journey. Thank you really for trusting our educators, our coaches, and everybody in IPAS who also assisted you on your processing and as well as your NCLEX review program. Now you are already going to move forward with your plans, and you actually have already made it on your OSCE through the assistance of Nurse Assist International. So it's now the time of Georgie to ask questions with you on how you made it on your OSCE.
Yeah, I really am not going to ask her any questions. Okay. So I want to hear your experience, coming from Saudi to Australia. How did it feel? And before you get in there, how did you hear about NAI? What made you choose us?
Well, first thing, sir, when I had when I received the email from AFRA that I passed, I sent an email to IPAS immediately and then asked them what's my next step because really I don't know about the OBA pathway before. And then Miss Cristel, she told me that you need to take your OSCE in order for you to have your APRA registration, you need to take your OSCE. And then I asked her if she knows some review center that helps us for passing the OSCE. And then she introduced me the Nurse Assist International Review Center, sir.
Thank you, Rachel, for that. That's where you played your part. Thank you very much. Thank you for your trust. And how did you feel when you joined us? You came to Australia, you're out of your comfort zone. You're not in Saudi, you're not in Philippines, you're down under, you're in Australia. How did that feel?
Well, I really feel sad during the time because I came alone from Saudi to Australia and I don't know anyone there. I have sisters there, sir, but they are not in Melbourne. They are in Tasmania and in Queensland. Yes. So at that time, I'm so thankful with Miss Anusha because she provided us, the NAI provided me the accommodation there. And then when I am in there, I met 3 beautiful people, Filipinos also, who I'm with in the apartment that Miss Anusha provided us. And then from that, they are so friendly. They are helping me in coping, in all the things that I need to know and about Australia. They are always there guiding me. And then when I started
sorry, yeah, go on. Go on, sorry.
So, and then with NAI, they always keep on message, especially Miss Anusha asking us, are you here in Australia already? Are you there in your accommodation like this and like that, sir? So I'm so thankful and grateful for Miss Anusha for that.
You know, most of these people who start their journey with us, once they come to Australia, Anusha is the first point of contact. Anusha is the welcome committee. She makes sure that their check-in goes in smooth. They are partnered with the right kind of people. She makes sure that everything works fine. Anusha is a big player who kind of stands behind the scenes and make all these things possible. I always say this to Anusha when I meet her. Like, you don't know how much of blessing that you are getting from people who are actually passing because you were the one who kind of made it possible for them to come to an unknown place, meeting unknown people, unknown culture. You made them so feel so homely, and from there they had that confidence. Okay, now that I'm comfortable, let me concentrate on my studies and let's get on with it. Now, okay, you're in Australia, you're comfortable in your accommodation, very well done. And then now you're in the lab. You're starting your OSCE training. How did that feel? The whole lot.
I feel so overwhelmed, sir, because it was my first time when I went to the lab. I'm expecting, what do you call this one? Chairs, because you said it was a face-to-face, and then the first day it will be a review of the things that we learned from the online classes. And then really I had a high expectation when I first went to NAI laboratory.
You thought it was like a college.
Yeah, that was I thought before. But then when I went inside, it's different. Some on the other side are mannequins and all we are using for the lab practice like this. And I saw beds also, and I did not expect.
Yeah, so it's like it's a very functional laboratory. It is just for learning. It's not for relaxing, sitting down and having fun. As nurses, I'm being honest here. So if you ask a nurse who works in Australia, I did my placement in surgical units in the hospital where I work right now. They don't have chairs for nurses to sit because they don't sit. We have computer on wheels. We run around. We don't sit. So if you're doing an 8-hour shift, the only time you're going to sit is the 15 minutes break that you get in the morning and for your half an hour for your lunch break. That too, if you get one. Okay, during COVID, we didn't even have that. I have pulled shifts where I was in the hold zone in COVID for like 10 hours straight without a relief. So when you come to us, we are giving you the reality. This is the reality of nursing. I don't sugarcoat anything when I teach you guys as well. We tell you the truth. So this is what you're going to face because most of these students who come from Middle East, they have access to this high-notch technology. They have all these services available. And when they come, when they look at the reality, they are like, oh my God, I was expecting it to be like United States. Oh, but this is different. I know you also had the same feeling when you came over. So could you tell us more about the face-to-face, the experience that you had and the kind of learning that you had?
Well, during that time, sir, I am so grateful that I came for the face-to-face, because during the face-to-face, it's really different what I've learned in the online classes, and then the things that I learned from the online classes is that it's the reality in the face-to-face. You are teaching us how to do this already, how we should do it, and how we should do that. Because in online class, it's just all what you call this one, assuming, thinking you need to do this and you need to do that. But in face to face, they will teach you, they will show you how to do this in a proper way. And then they will ask you in the face to face if you what do you call this one, if you really understood what they are teaching. They will what do you call this one? If you don't understand the what they taught you, they will ask you again, and then they will repeat it again in order for you to understand the things how you should do it, which is I'm
Okay.
so thankful of that. During the face to face, as what you have said a while ago, sir, I'm not asking a lot of questions. I'm observing and I'm listening to what the teacher is teaching us, because what they call this one, if I will ask, it only means I'm not understanding the things that she is teaching us.
Okay.
This is how I'm helping myself. I need to focus on what they are teaching us. I need to observe so that when it's my time to do this, at least I know what to do already. I know how to do it even without me asking them how to do this.
Okay, perfect. And about the practice that you had in the lab, and you had access to the lab, I believe, 24 hours.
Yeah.
So how did you make use of that?
Well, for the practicer, I must admit we are not going there every day. We are just only going there every other day, just in order for us to have time also to relax. Because what we did before is that when we are overwhelmed already with the knowledge and the skills, we skip one day so that we will relax for a bit, and then the next day again we will do the practice in the lab again. The lab is open for all of us 24 hours. It's just up to you how you will use it and how you will help yourself in doing the practice in the lab. This is what we did in order for us not to overwhelm with all the skills and the knowledge that you are giving us during our review.
Okay. Now my usual question. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being the least and 10 being the maximum, how much would you rate the face-to-face training that we provided? Be honest.
During the first day, maybe I will just rate it at 5, but after my face-to-face class, it's more than 10.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
perfect. Thank you.
No,
Thank you
because
so
what
much.
do you call this one? All the things that you taught us in the face-to-face, as I have told you, it's just up to us. How will we take those knowledge and the skills that you are giving us? It's just up to us how we will take it. So all the things that you taught us, it's all in there. During the OSCE already, you can perform all those things. Because when I had my OSCE, sir, all the things that you taught us, this is what Sir Georgie taught me, this is how Ma'am Pretty taught me, so I need to do this and I need to do that. That's why maybe I passed my exam.
Perfect. That is confidence. Now, how about the mock assessment that you had?
It's disaster. I thought I was doing pretty well, sir, because when we had the practice in the lab and in our apartment, because we had also stations there, it was perfect. We thought it was good already, but when we did our mock exam, and I'm thankful I did my mock exam, I thought I'm doing well already, but when I finished one station and boom, you said, no, this is not the right way. You need to do this, you need to do that. And then I also remember when I had my blood transfusion reaction that I did not check all those clerical checks, in which I did not, if it's really an OSCE, I will not really pass it. But you taught me how to check this and how to check that. So I'm so
I hope you
thankful for that
passed.
one, sir.
I
Yeah,
hope you
I'm glad
pass it. Very good. Very
I
well
passed
done.
it.
Yeah.
And then
Okay,
I
you
can
told me
also
that.
remember, I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
also
please,
remember
please.
how Mom Pretty is called me when I did my IV medication. Yes, I
Okay.
still remember her because of that one. She scolded me because I did my recapping of my needle, which is I really don't usually do it. But during that time, because I was so anxious of what to do, I I do the recapping of that needle and I thought she is not looking at me. But then I thought maybe in her peripheral vision, she saw me. Then she scolded me because of that one. But I'm so grateful, sir, because when I did my OSCE, it's all in my mind about what you taught me. And I use all those things in order
Okay,
for me to
perfect.
pass my OSCE. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, the friends that you made, you spoke about the friends you made. Are you still friends?
Yes, sir. We usually had message each other sometimes.
Okay. So it's not just the OSCE examination that you just passed. It's about making those relationship, meeting people from different backgrounds, different cultures, different ethnicities. And it's an amalgamation of skills. Some people are good at something, you're good at something else. Some other culture will be good at something else. So that mix and match of students that you had during your practice, do you think that helped you?
Yes, sir. Even we are from a different we are from a different places, we have different cultures, we respect each other. They help us as well in our reviews and in passing our OTCE. Because I can remember during that time we divided our group into AM and to PM group. For our PM group, we are really helping each other, especially during our when we did our stations. We teach them, they teach us. That is how we help each other, sir. And
Very
really, the
good.
friendship that we made in the Nai family, it's really amazing. We help each other so that all of us will pass.
Yeah, like I say, the kindness, it goes a long way.
Yes,
It comes back to you when you're
it's
kind to
true,
some.
sir.
Yeah. So how did you feel when you get the results? When you got your result?
I was crying when I had that result because we waited for maybe around 11 weeks for that result. Yeah, because
Yeah.
after our exam, the AFRA told us that you will just only wait for 8 weeks. But then I always keep on refreshing and refreshing and refreshing my emails. Maybe I check also my spam, but no emails at all. And then when one day I woke up in the morning and I opened my email, AFRA sent an email and then saying I pass. All this the email in there, all the stations, it's written there if I pass or failed. And thankfully I got 9 out of 10. In which I'm
Brilliant.
really grateful. Yes, sir. So
Okay.
I was crying. I don't even know whom I will talk to whom I will send first the message that I passed, like this and like that, sir. Really, I was overjoyed during the time. And it took me maybe a few days before I sent a message to Mom Pretty, thanking her and the Fanai family that I passed my OSCE. Because really for the past, maybe for the first 1 to 3 days, I can't really imagine that. I can't really think straight because of that, what do you call this one? Because of that result. And then when I learned after that also, sir, on that day, I learned that two of my friends whom I with during in the apartment, they did not pass. That's why I was really so hesitant in sending message in our group because I really feel so sad because of them. That's why I just
Okay.
messaged Mom Pretty for that one.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's why
Yes.
in the beginning of the interview, I said, Rachel, that you are an example of when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So you really worked hard, you prayed hard, you spent your time worthwhile while you were here. You knew when to take your time off to relax. when to get overwhelmed, when you really wanted to, take some time off so that you could refresh your brain, come back and practice. You made use of all the facilities that was available for you, and you made 100% of it. So if I say in one word, the feeling that you had when you opened that Opera email was euphoric. Would you agree with me?
Yes. Really, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know that it's well deserved and you worked really hard for it. My
Yes, sir.
heart goes out to those friends of yours who couldn't make it, but I'm sure they are going to make it with us. Again, we are supporting them. Now,
And I'm
you
praying for
are
that
an
one.
thank you very much. We are praying too. You are an exemplary example and you're an inspiration to all those people who think that things are not achievable, but it is achievable. Today, I got a message from one of my students, Jeffrey from Brisbane. He said that when it's the right time with God, everything will align and God is going to bring your dreams true.
That's
And
true.
you are absolutely an example of that. I know you work really hard in the Middle East and you don't have time to spare to study and stuff like that. I gathered that much when you were talking to Rachel about, you had to actually watch the online videos and then, get support from their support staff for the NCLEX and stuff like that. Now, I think another good thing that works really well with students from IPAS and NAI is you already are familiar with the Moodle platform when you come to us. So you
Yes,
know
sir.
how to, navigate around Moodle, how to get resources and stuff like that. Now,
Yes,
Krtistine,
sir.
I'm not going to take much of your time, but if you want to say something to those students who are taking exams next week or who are aspiring to be Australian RNs, what would that be?
Well, first, believe and trust in yourself that you can do this. And then be optimistic all the time, but be humble as well. Trust the review center, trust NAI, what they are teaching you, because it's enough already to ace the exam in the OSCE. And then for about your friends, surround yourself with those people who have the same goal as you of passing the OSCE exam. And if you are in so much stress, take a break. Relax your mind. If you need to go out, go out. If you need to have some more time of yourself, do that also, because it's really so hard, sir, to focus if you have a lot of thoughts in your mind, if you are overwhelmed already with the knowledge, the skills that you had, and your anxiety will increase more, which is you will not be focusing or concentrating in your review as well. And for some, maybe they heard about the result of the previous exam last June, that about the passing rate that is very low. Please don't be discouraged. Don't lose hope, because what do you call this one? All of us, just like what Sir George said, maybe it's not yet our time. In God's perfect time, we will have that license also. And lastly, before you will start your OSCE, your station, before going inside the room, say a little prayer, and then have that confidence with you, smile, and be humble. It's really, really helpful. Your your tension will be decreased, the anxiety that you have will decrease also, and then after you finish that station, thank God that you finished that station. That's all, sir. Because that is
You
what I
sound
did when I had my OTKE.
you sound very much like me now.
Because of the MSE that you taught us, sir, the mental assessment.
Okay, that's very well done. Now,
Yes.
I'll ask you one more question and I'll let you go. I know you have to get on with your life, and I know it's probably afternoon there in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Now, how do you feel when we call you an NAI baby? Do you feel we are patronizing you, or do you like being an NAI baby?
I am an NNI baby, sir. And I'm so proud of it. Yes. I'm proud to say I'm a Nai baby. And I'm really, 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 sir, so thankful of the Nai family, from Sir Georgie, Ma'am Preeti, Ma'am Gita, and Ma'am Rina, those who taught us all the knowledge and the skills. Really, sir, I'm so thankful for Nai family. You are part, you are one. No, Nai family and IPAS family played really a very big role in my AURN registration soon. So
Thank you so much,
so
Krtistine.
much.
You
Yes,
are
sir.
such a kind soul and a very kind heart, and may the good Lord keep blessing you more and more in the years to come. Let you climb the ladders in your career and just let you be what you always wanted to be. And I would like to thank you for taking your time out. I know you're in a different time zone, and I know you really don't like talking in public and stuff like that, but you overcame that fear as well. And
Yes, sir. But it's
you
a pleasure, sir, because it's a night.
Thank you very much. And I
Thank you,
hope
sir.
to see you down here in Australia soon. And I would always love to see you come to our lab and talk to, the aspiring students about your experience. And Rachel had to leave us because she's traveling today and she has another meeting as well. So Rachel's not going to be here. On behalf of Rachel and all the iPass family, and on behalf of NAI family, Preeti, myself, Geeta, Anusha, and everyone in our NAI family, we thank you for your time and may the good God bless you. Good night and God
Thank
bless
you,
you.
sir.
Thank you,
I
Krtistine.
hope to
Thank
see you
you.
also. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you.